I think the biggest part of the workshops that I got is the opportunity for community to engage. I think you guys offer that opportunity, and very encouraging to see our silent minority have their say in a very safe environment that you actually provide for our mob. Yeah. I think previously all we've looked at workshops and conferences and the likes of that through domestic violence is people standing in front of us, talking to us, and not so much telling us what we should do or not, but not offering that opportunity for people to actually participate. Whereas this one here, it's all about them, and it's all about them delivering their outcomes and having their voice and the confidence and the ability to be able to do that.
The community.
The community, yes, and the individual too. So that's the big difference, is the participation right across the board. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to find out what it was like to see how other people see domestic violence, I guess. And to me, it was really it was really good. It was really how scared you can get even just watching a performance, and with other people really in that situation. It was really good to maybe help, and see how it really is from other people's eyes, I guess. But acting is really good. You get to see it. And I think it's good to get the community or the group involved, and just to see how they come up with different ways of doing it, or because other people's got different ideas, so everyone's different.
Thought, I'd come along and hear people talk. But when I came along, it was a different situation. It was different. There was, hardly any dialogue, but there was a lot of action, and what happened today is it just opened my eyes up, and I think there should be more of that in our communities everywhere, because I've I've been to many different conferences and on health and everything, but today it seemed to be a little bit different somehow. It made me open my eyes, my mind, my ears to think what else could be done. This program set up for years and years, but I still never changed a lot of things. But I believe what I've seen today, it gets your mind working. It gets your whole being involved in trying to get these things together for your community. More than just talking about it. Let's do something about it. Let's, create something. And I felt that today that's what, could come from this.
You put it into our minds. You started it. You put it in our minds and we just went crazy. All of us.
So what do you think could be the possible outcome from today?
Well, I think if everything sticks together like this, and I think it would be the best thing ever that happened out here in the community.
Oh, well, there's a lot of things that stood out because it's different to what I'm used to. The whole plan, the whole thing, stood out. Looking at it that way, we normally look at a situation from a family, but we have to look at it as a community as well. But we have to go back to family, and we have to deal with family issues, because family, problems have been created from certain things. But I believe with a good, strong family, because I believe family is the best medicine for any type of healing. And with what my eyes and ears and mind was open today is, focusing on that. I've been through things where you sit down your programs and you know, you set up where you see everything the same every day. Not every day, but every program that comes along. But I go back to saying that this made me think more, made me understand more, made me want to do more, you know, because my mind was open to a lot of things, which I've known before, but never really got into it before. I mean, we can talk about a lot of issues, but, you know, talking and skirting around it quick is really not the way to go. But to see it how it was done today, I reckon the whole community should see that, you know, and to see how you sort of stress the problem of certain things to the people, and that in itself open people's mind. We may get a little shame, we may get a little nervous, we may, you know, tend to squirm around a little bit, but it's good for her. Yeah. So that's the difference I see. Yeah. You know, doing things that we normally didn't do before, not thinking about it. Little changes here and there. In itself, that opened our minds up.
So something like this, if we would run it again around...
Yeah, mate, two weeks' time, I'll have them all there.
And, have you been to many other domestic violence discussions before?
No. No way. It's freaked me out. It's made me wake up myself. I don't know, it must be... Well, the police told me, they said, don't drink. You can't drink another 2 years. And I said, why not? And they say, no, come on, you got beautiful kids there. What about your kids? That's all they said, what about your kids? And I just run off on them, going like that. And then I started thinking, they're right. We'll just see what happens in the next 2 years. And this could be it.
Well, to me, it's a bit scary, you know, and there's a lot of... to actually seen that happen before in communities, and to see that it jolts your memories and gets you to relive a little bit at the time. But it also does good for you, because you know there have to be ways where you can prevent that. See, it's good to see that. I mean, we can whitewash it, we can brush it aside in our minds, but in our eyes' mind, you know, it helps us and make us think more to do something about that.
For me, the biggest impact is watching our mob go from where we are to where we want to be, and the process that we go. That impacted on me a great deal, yeah.
That will help us, you know, to feel that we can do something about it. Because it's the young ones that's come along. We don't need them to go through that, you know, to experience that no sleep, that can't sleep. You know, and that takes away a lot of learning, a lot of listening, because, you know, with that you tend to get deafened to a lot of things. You close your mind, you close your heart, you close your ears, and you go into something where you try and escape them. So let's, you know, to me that's the thing that we should be done, because I believe the full-on raw truth will clear the air of everything, all hearsays, innuendos. It'll clear the air. That's my belief.
Just the response from people, you know, their participation in it, and the encouragement that they're walking out the door with. They're actually walking out the door talking about the workshop. They're actually talking about how we're actually going to continue this on. So for me, that's been immensely positive.